welcome back to Marilyn Storytime here at Lehman Library. We're so glad to see you. It's been a little while, just a whole week, but I know you've been reading lots of books with our summer reading program and coming to our awesome programs. I hope you've been having a fun summer. It's surprising that our summer has gone so fast. We still have a few weeks left, but don't hesitate signing up. If you want to still participate, you still can. We have lots of fabulous prizes and coupons to give you out. And we have lots of stories. Do you want to hear a story today about a stingray? Oh, it's the amazing flight of little Ray. And the story goes like this. Little Ray thought his world was so bland. That means kind of boring. He didn't like just laying flat in the sand. He liked swimming. He liked flapping his, what he called wings. And he thought, oh, it's just too boring. All the other stingrays just stay in the water and swim all day. Oh, he would look up and he saw the birds up in the sky. And he thought, that sky looks so beautiful up there. It's so blue. I wish I could be up there. And then he would look at the other stingrays and even the sharks in the water. And the sharks were just swimming. In fact, sharks are a little bit related to stingrays. And he thought, all they do is swim all day. Oh, he looked at the birds. There were brown birds and gray birds and blue, all sorts of white birds. And he thought, I'm almost the same color as they are, he thought. And he thought, oh, I'm very similar to a bird. In fact, I like to eat worms and snails and slugs, and so do they. He thought, oh, I should be a bird. If only I could fly, I would be just like them. My wings flap. Perhaps I can fly. So every day, little Ray would think about flying. That was really what made him want to get up every morning. And he thought, if only I could just fly up in the sky like the seagulls and all the other birds, it would be wonderful. Well, he practiced every day. He swam and he flapped his wings and he tried to glide. Ooh, he would just float around in the water. And he thought, this is great. And his mama, who he called Mama Ray said, oh, son, I don't think you should fly. I really don't think you should do that. But she hated to make his spirit not so happy. So she tried not to say too much about it. But she always secretly worried that maybe one day he might fly. Well, he practiced and he practiced. Every day he would fly up above the water and splash back in the sea. Fly up above the water, splash back in the sea. And he got his speed going really fast and he was like, woo, this is great. And he would glide into the water. One day he flapped his little wings so fast that he went up, 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 up. And it just so happened there was a seagull up there. And that seagull grabbed a hold of him by his tail. And he thought, oh, I'm flying. He went up, up, up. His Mama Ray, said, oh no, Ray has disappeared. Where did he go? She couldn't see him any longer. She saw him in the ocean when he was there, but now she couldn't see him because he had gone up so high. That bird was holding on to his tail quite firmly. He flapped his wings and he thought, oh, this is wonderful. I'm going up, up, up. But then he heard all the people around the beach yelling, what's happening? That Ray is flying. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen to him? That bird's going to go away and never bring him back. So Ray was a little bit worried. He thought, oh, maybe I should try to go back. And he tried to wiggle free. And that bird wouldn't let him go. He tried to get away. Did no luck. That bird kept holding on to his tail. Well, little Ray got to thinking. He thought, you know what? I have something special about my tail. My tail has venom in it. And I'm looking at this bird's belly from where he's holding me. And he just has feathers. And underneath his feathers, there's some fleshy skin. I bet if I can get my stingray tail up there and just give him a little poke, I'll bet he'll let go of me. Well, Ray tried and tried to get that tail to go up. He flipped it and he flapped it and he thought, oh, I just can't seem to hit that bird where I need to. And suddenly he wiggled enough that his tail hit that bird right under the neck. And that bird opened his beak, oh, and let Ray go flying. Ray glided down into the water. He was going through the air and shh, went kerplop right in the water. Everybody on the beach clapped. Mama Ray was so happy to see Ray back. And he thought, this is great. He said, but I think I'll quit flying for a little while. He said, I think I'll just go back to swimming. But one day, you never know, I might try it again. And maybe a miracle will happen where I can fly on my own. And that's the end of the story about little Ray, his amazing flight. I hope you liked that story. It was kind of a funny story, but stingrays are really kind of amazing creatures. If you've ever seen one, sometimes when you go to zoos, they have them where you can actually pet them and feed them. You have to be very careful. Stingrays don't try to sting you. They just use those tails to protect themselves most of the time. But you do have to be careful of them if you play with them at all. So I hope you'll come check out a book about a stingray. And there are all sorts of species of them. So come to the library and enjoy some more stories with us. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.